What's going on, Pathways Church? I'm Jake Collins, your middle school pastor, and I'm excited to join you for this week's Daily Dose. This week, we're looking at examples of famous last words in Scripture. These are some examples of what key biblical figures had to say in the final days of their journeys. These words help us to gain perspective as we study their stories and as we seek to follow God in our own lives. Yesterday, we looked at the words of Joseph, a man who had what might be the most epic journey in Genesis. Today, we're moving forward to the story of Moses. Moses served a role that was unique in the history of Israel. He was God's chosen leader during a time when God's people received many foundations that would shape them for generations to come. The last part of Moses' life is spent leading the Israelites to the Promised Land, but he does not actually get to lead them into it. In Deuteronomy 31, Moses speaks to the people of Israel and also specifically to their new leader Joshua. In verse 7, Moses says, "Be strong and courageous, for you must go with this people into the land that the Lord swore to their ancestors to give them, and you must divide it among them as their inheritance. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged." See, Moses understands that his time is winding down, but he wants to see the people that he has been leading thrive in the next season. Fortunately, Moses has been training or discipling Joshua since he was a very young man. We know this from Numbers 11:28. It's now time for the student to take the leadership role and run with it. A good goal in ministry is to always have three key people in your life: a Paul, a Barnabas, and a Timothy. A Paul is someone who is actively coaching you. A Barnabas is someone who is at a similar point in their journey as you are in yours. They're a ministry peer. And a Timothy is someone that you are actively pouring into. None of this has to be super formal. You can accomplish all of these through being part of a small group and a serving team. That's all for today. Join me back here tomorrow for another Daily Dose.